Welcome back. The news in details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Monday witnessed the kickstart of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank annual meetings in Egypt's Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh. Addressing the meeting's opening session, President el-Sisi said that over the past 8 years, the state spent immense amounts of money to improve the infrastructure status in a short timeline in support of the country's comprehensive development drive. The President called on the Asian Bank to provide more low-cost funding to help developing nations to overcome the repercussions of successive crises hitting the world, on top of which is the coronavirus pandemic and the Ukrainian crisis. The meeting's inaugural session, held in Africa for the first time, was attended by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Minister of Finance Mohamed Maid, along with other ministers and senior statesmen. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi said on Monday that emerging nations need low-cost financing to support them amid the current global economic crises, which marred the world since the coronavirus pandemic and continued with the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. The President made these remarks as he attended a debate session of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank meetings on the role of development banks in mobilizing the capital needed for boosting investment in infrastructure, supporting development efforts, and creating more job opportunities. President el-Sisi expressed appreciation for the bank's role in financing infrastructure projects, citing Egypt's pioneering experience in the field to adjust its infrastructure status from which the country suffered and still trying to overcome over the past 8 years. The attendees meanwhile stressed on the importance of the private capitals in shrinking the gap of infrastructure projects, financing a problem beyond the capabilities of any government or even multi-party development bank to solely handle. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Monday said that Egypt deeply appreciates its distinguished ties with the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, being an important development partner for the state in its development drive. The President lauded Egypt's hosting of the bank's 8th annual meetings and said he is looking forward to exploring more cooperation fields with the bank in support for its transition into green economy. President el-Sisi made these remarks as he met the bank president and chair of the board of directors, Jin Likun, who said he was honored to be the head of state and offered thanks for Egypt over hosting the bank's meetings, being held for the first time in Africa. Likun cherished the bank's close ties with Egypt's financial institutions and hailed the country's pioneering experience in the comprehensive social and economic development. He reiterated the bank's keenness on boosting its investment portfolio in Egypt, particularly with regards to financing infrastructure projects in its pivotal sectors. The meeting touched on ongoing efforts for reforming the international funding system and the role of multi-party development banks in enhancing the capabilities of developing nations to confront the global economic challenges. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Monday received greeting cables from senior state officials marking the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli wished many good returns of the occasion with all blessings, success and health to President el-Sisi and progress and prosperity to the Egyptian, Arab and Muslim peoples. The Prime Minister honored the occasion for having set a good, wise example worth following and a call for peace, security and goodness. Madbouli also sent a similar greeting cable to Al-Azhar's Grand Imam, Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, on the occasion. Chief of the National Election Authority, Walid Hamza, held on Monday a press conference to announce the details of the upcoming presidential elections. Councillor Hamza said that the authority is honored to announce the start of candidacy for a new 6-year presidential term from October 5th until October 14th. He vowed that the upcoming elections will be held under a full judiciary supervision by assigning a judge for each ballot box. The authority chief reiterated that the authority stands on equal footing from all candidates. He called on the non-government civil society organizations to register for monitoring the election race. Councillor Hamza also appealed on all media means on concerned authorities to stick to neutrality and objectivity while covering the elections. He called on the electorate to cast their ballots on December 1st till the 3rd abroad and on December 10th till the 12th inside Egypt. The runoffs will be held on January 5th till the 7th abroad and on the 8th till the 10th of January in Egypt, and the election's final results is slated for January 16th.